In this video, I will show and explain why that any expression to the power of 0 is equal to 1. First of all, let us revise the index law for division. So we'll take the example 5 to the power 6 divided by 5 to the power 4. Well, we know from our rule that a to the power of m divided by a to the power of n is equal to a to the power of m minus n. So, looking at our example again here, we know that it's our base number 5 stays the same by the m, which is 6, minus the index of the denominator, which is 4, so it's equal to 5 to the power of 2. So, take a look at the example 2 to the power 3 divided by 2 to the power 3. Well, the first thing I want to do now here is I'm going to expand it out. So, I let it equal to, well, we know that 2 to the power 3 can be written as 2 multiplied by itself 3 times, because our index number here is 3. And the same for the denominator. I'm going to work out my left hand side using the index law of division, while on my right hand side I'm going to work out normally. So, look at the left hand side first. We have 2 to the power 3 divided by 2 to the power 3. This can be written as 2 to the power of the index number for my numerator, which is 3, minus the index number for my denominator, which is also 3. So now I have 2 to the power of 3 minus 3, which is equal to 2 to the power of 0. Looking at my right hand side, I have a large expression and I want to simplify it. So I want to find a common number that will divide into my numerator and my denominator. In this case I can divide both of them by 2. So if I divide the denominator by 2, 2 divided by 2 gives me 1. I must do the same with my numerator, and I can see that 2 divided by 2 also gives me 1. I can repeat the process, divide the denominator by 2, get 1, and the same with my numerator. And I can do the same one more time. Both of these cancel off. This leaves me with 1 multiplied by itself 3 times, divided by 1 multiplied by itself 3 times. And we know through basic multiplication and division that this is all equal to 1. So I now know that 2 to the power 0 is equal to 1. So, in general, this tells us that any number a to the power 0 is equal to 1, for which a is not equal to 0. So, an example of this would be 5 to the power 0. That is equal to 1. Or x to the power 0. That is also equal to 1. This formula tells us that any number, in this case a, except 0, raised to the power 0 is equal to 1. Has a numerical value of 1.